Hi, how y'all doing? You know what? Kombucha tea is a good casual drink. I usually put cranberry juice, orange juice, or pineapple juice to take the edge off of it. But it's actually a very good drink. It takes, I put fruit juice in it to take the edge off of it. It's very strong, but it's good. Anyway, I'm going to talk about OPRAH. Excuse me. It's the wealthiest, most influential, most popular house nigga of them all. Now, I don't even like that word. I hate that word. I cringe every time anybody says that word. I cringe. I have researched the word. I know the etymology of the word. I know where it comes from. I know it's very derogatory. Young people use the word very flippantly and casually nowadays. I know that. Now, if you look at historically, the house nigga as opposed to the field nigga, they didn't get their hands dirty. They thought the white man liked them better than the other field niggas, okay? They ratted out the slaves who were trying to escape. They were totally brainwashed by the white man. Now, that doesn't even include the sexual issues, y'all. That doesn't even include the sexual issues, okay? Now, everybody Oprah is an icon. I know that she is on such a pedestal, has been on a pedestal for probably 30 years. Okay, I get that. Now, I'm going to preface this. Now, what started me doing research for this video is that someone said, it's on YouTube, that blacks who are in media, music, and sports, NFL, excuse me, NBA, all types of music, you know, they're getting millions of dollars in the contract. It is written in their contract that they cannot do things for American blacks. Now, when I first heard it, I said it couldn't be true. But then I did research, and then I looked at the economics of blacks. And I understood it. You know what? I thought that has to be true. It has to be true. Excuse me, itching, y'all. Okay, and I said, okay, well, that has to be true. Because, you know what? The more research you do on the poverty of blacks in America, the more research you do on these $1 million people, the more it makes sense. Okay? Now, my understanding is that they can do anything for the Africans. They don't care about them. But not the poor, not the blacks in America. Do not do anything for the blacks in America. Now, the poorest of the poor in the black community, there are no youth centers, not in Chicago. The small towns, there are no nursing homes. There are no scholarship money. There's no housing. There's no sewer system that's been built by these so-called mega millionaire celebrities, okay, including Oprah, okay? I don't recall them giving any small business loan, even a $1,400 business loan to a small black businesses. So if they need $1,400, they got to go beg the white banks for some money. Because people like Oprah with her $1 billion self and these other $1 billion, $1 million Negroes aren't going to give it to them. And ironically, a lot of these blacks in the music business live off the poor blacks. They're the ones buying all this stupid music. Okay. Now, my understanding, they don't care if they give a bowl of rice to the Africans. Okay. I get that. The whole idea is to keep the white man super rich in this country by keeping the black man poor at all possible costs. So guess what? The $1 million blacks, the $1 billion blacks, they're going to write in their contract, you can't do anything for the blacks in America. Okay? Itching, y'all. And they signed that contract. That's what my understanding is. No one buys school supplies. No one builds a sewer system in Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana, and parts of Appalachia, not only for the poor blacks, but the poor whites that live in there also. Oprah could use her wealth to eliminate the whole homeless problem in Chicago, Detroit, Ohio, and any other major cities and small towns. She could use her wealth to eliminate the homeless problem. Okay, she could build sewer systems for all of those states. And believe it or not, there are some poor black communities outside of Chicago that don't have a sewer system. Okay, but she could solve all that problem in a year. But see, she's not allowed to do it. And she's not going to do it anyway. But you know what? Maybe it's her own selfishness. She's not going to do it anyway. But her contract says she can't, evidently. But the white man won't let her. Just like he won't let the house niggas do nothing. Okay? And she's going to do whatever the white man wants her to do. Okay? Just like the house niggas. Do everything the white man tell them to do. Rat out the ones who are trying to escape. Etc. Now, Oprah knows where the poor people are. Now, she's a media person. She knows where the poor people are. I'm sure she's done a lot of research. She knows where the communities are that don't have a sewer system. I mean, I understand that even the small town where she grew up, half of them don't have sewer systems. She hasn't even built a youth center even where she grew up in Mississippi. Okay? She walks right. I have seen some of those interviews she has done with poor people. She walks right out of that interview without doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. So why not let them suffer without a sewer system for one more day? Why not let them go hungry for one more day? Why not let them suffer for one more day? She ain't gonna do nothing about it. Okay? She knows where the poor people are suffering. She knows she's a media person. But look, let them suffer one more day. They haven't had a sewer system, no decent housing, no decent food for 100 years. Let them go another 100 years without having it. Now, Lazarus in the Bible was the poor man. The rich man went to hell because of his indifference to Lazarus's poverty. He went out on the balcony and saw Lazarus. He saw the sores. He saw his poverty. That's why he was held accountable for it. If he doesn't see it, you're not held accountable for what you don't see. But if you see poverty, yes, you're held accountable to do something. That's why the rich man went to hell, because of his indifference to Lazarus' poverty, and probably the poverty in the whole country. But the Lord held him responsible. Okay, now look, just listen to the conversation the rich man had with the Lord, with Abraham. He said, send my brothers. He said, go send Lazarus to my brothers so they don't come into this place. Okay. And Abraham said, I can't do it because there is a great gulf fixed. And then Abraham said, I'm not going to send Lazarus back from the dead to your brothers because they have the prophets and preachers. You know what? Jesus is going to say the same thing. If you're indifferent to the poor, he's not going to send a poor man back from the dead to help your relatives. He's not going to do that. He's going to say they have the preachers, they have the prophets, the modern communications. Jesus is going to say the same thing. Okay? Now, LeBron James built a school. We all happy, right? One of the house niggas built a school. We all happy, right? We be happy, right? But see, the powers that be got plans for those kids. They're going to pour drugs in the community. They're going to pour liquor in the community. By the time all of those kids are 18, 60% of them will be dead. 30% of them will be in jail. And 10% of them will be non-functional. In other words, they're going to be so handicapped by the streets, brain, fried, everything, that they're going to be non-functional. So, what has Oprah done for the black community besides show us her annual favorite things? Okay. Well, she got this program called Greenleaf, which makes fun of the black church. All this sex and perversion in the church. The preachers don't know nothing. And all mess. What she's doing, this is the best she can do for the black church, is to call this place Greenleaf and just make a mockery of the black church. And you know what? It's sad because that's the one thing that is ours. It's the black church. That's the one thing that the white man doesn't control. It's the church. It's the black church. And for her to have a program on there that mocks the black church, well, you know what? The Lord's going to hold her responsible for it. Now, is Oprah going to go to hell for her indifference to poverty? I don't know. I'm not the judge. Okay? I don't know. Is Oprah going to hell? Okay? Anyway, that's informative. The biggest, most influential house nigga of them all. And I don't even like that word. Have a nice day.